if you push on any of the great pillars that support our worldview, you will discover that they are made of mush. I mean, science is a tale told by an idiot. It is. It is. The contradictions are so patent, the improbabilities so incongruous, that it becomes essentially no more than a pimp for technology. That's what it is. Shamanism means direct empowerment of experience, reclaiming your own mind as the final arbiter of what is real. If you don't understand quantum physics, it ain't doing you any good. And so you should have nothing to do with it. If the way you handle the problem of reality is by believing there are experts somewhere who are on top of it, I've got big news for you. You know, this idea of giving our loyalty away to Time Magazine or Scientific American or something like that is very bizarre, because we are unable to confirm any of the realities that they talk about. I mean, who has seen an electron, still to speak of the bottomless quark? And yet these are the mythologies, these are the components of our supposed worldview. Well, how does this tell you how to button your tie or pay your bills? It doesn't. We've sold out for a massive pottage. Ideology is a tremendously disensoling force. The way you reclaim your identity is by reclaiming your ideological primacy. You are the arbiter of what is real. And if we want to change the world, we have to empower the means that return control to the social atom, to the individual, because that's the only authentic existence that any of us know. I mean, in its most radical remonstrance, I'm pretty sure about me, but you could be anything. You can pull the focus in quite tight. And this is because the nearer you get to the meat, the more existentially vital it seems to be. And, the psychedelics are the tool par excellence for doing this. They connect you back up to the archaic vegetable mind that was in place at the dawn of history. Whether you like my little story about the Mayans or not, I think it's difficult to deny that something happened, that we have fallen into a peculiar place. And yet there is still the intimation of a transcendent possibility. In Finnegan's Wake, James Joyce, speaking of the red light district of Dublin, which is called Moycane, said, "Here in Moycane, we flop on the seamy side, but up Nient, prospector, you sprout all your worth and woof your wings. If you want to be phoenixed, come and be parked." This is saying the transcendent possibility is imminent. In Joyce's wonderful phrase, man will be dirigible. Sounds a little weird now, but what it means is that we will make collectively a kind of flying saucer at the end of history, the history that is being poured together at the end of this millennium because of electronic communications, because of drugs, because of urbanization, because of computers. Our boundaries are dissolving. We are entering into the post-print, electronic, feudal, pre-apocalyptic mode that McLuhan anticipated. And each one of us has the challenge of redesigning ourselves to slip more smoothly through the time stream. This is really what it's about. Redesigning personalities, cultures, families, entire global economies. And the only way that we can keep pace with the design demands of the feedback loops that are occurring here at the end of history is to avail ourselves of the psychedelic dimension, because that's where the data that is flattened in the three-dimensional world becomes expressed in a higher dimension that we can slice through with the razors of language. You know how by slicing through a cone, you attain an infinite number of ellipses, and though none of them is a cone, when you stack them all together, you reconstruct the original higher geometric object. Well, this is what psychedelics are. Slices into the stuff of being, where we then look for fossils or stratigraphic tracing or graffiti or hidden messages. We're looking to try and understand. And some of these ideological razors are satisfying and some are not. But this is like permission, inspiration to do serious myth building, to formulate the paradigms that will give structure to the future. And I really believe, I'm a strange sort of a paradox, because people who know me know that I'm a very unpleasant, cynical, caustic person. If you want to know something unpleasant about somebody, as Dorothy Parker used to say, sit by me. But I also consider myself an inveterate hope-free. I am the apostle of a hope so radical that it's been called shit for brains.